Hey there everyone, it's Looren here, Only Shade Drops back for another video. So basically, I was sitting there and I was like, yeah, I haven't done a video in quite a while. Actually, I don't need this for this one. Um, and I thought, let's just check the odds of Eurovision. It's been a while since I checked them, and let's just talk about this while I record it. So, what the hell am I going to call this video? I guess I'm gonna call it odds analysis. Sounds better than I just went to check the odds and see whatever the hell happened. So yeah, okay, let's go Eurovision World odds. Alright, let's go at the bottom. Just the winning odds. I'm not going to go through the semi-final qualifiers odds and shit. I'm kind of preparing the prediction video. So, Montenegro 37th, Iceland, Croatia 36th, 35th. Yeah, these are basically songs that have no chance of winning Eurovision according to the odds, and I agree. They're not dead on arrival for qualification, but these are odds to win Eurovision. And well, maybe you could put some other songs at these bottom places, but it's not really a scandal to have Montenegro, Iceland, Croatia here, even though Montenegro is a song I love. I think I have it 11th, and my top 11 are like top class in my opinion. That I have 11 10 out of 10s, which is quite huge this year. I like Iceland. Croatia is not really for me, but I see some people liking it. But yeah, if we talk about chances to win Eurovision, these three have basically no shot. But yeah, I could see some other countries taking these bottom three slots, except Croatia and Iceland if it well there. Latvia is 34th. I think that's bullshit. I think Latvia has much higher chances than a lot of countries that I see right now in front of them. Basically, every country that I see here from 34th to 20th have less chances, I think, than Latvia. But yeah, okay, this is basically my bold prediction of this Eurovision is all about Latvia. Because it's a song that stands out in this lineup. They've got a splendid staging. They're amazing live vocalists. This style of music is well appreciated in Eurovision. And my bold prediction is that they might pull off a Vesna, which means like something like 10th in jury, 10th in televote, and 10th overall. I think Latvia will go left side. And my bold prediction is that Latvia will come top 10. Now you can say that I'm crazy for thinking that Latvia is gonna come top 10. I say you got a fair point, but yeah, this will just be like my very, very bold prediction of the year. Then we got Armenia, yeah, it's got no chance of winning. Serbia, Luxembourg also got no chance of winning. But like these three countries all have some kind of shot of being in the final. So being below 26, yeah, but there are also a lot of countries that have a shot being at the final. Like right now, I can see like only two countries that I consider as really sure non-qualifiers. And yeah, Georgia is 30th. I'm not covering them, but just know that it's one of those that I consider there. But yeah, back to Luxembourg, Serbia, and Armenia. Yeah, okay, so Luxembourg, Serbia, Armenia. Armenia is my personal last from the songs I cover in this Eurovision. 34 of the 37 songs. Yeah, I think it's has a shot to qualify, but no shot of winning. Same thing for Serbia and Luxembourg. Luxembourg actually should be pretty safely in the final. Don't really get why they're 31st here in these odds, but yeah, in the grand final, the jury would probably destroy Luxembourg, even though it could get a nice little result. So Georgia, I'm not covering them, but just know that they're dead. Portugal, Spain, okay. Spain is gonna come bottom 5 in the final, I think. I really, really like this song, but I think the juries will destroy it, and they are. The televote will not hate it, but who is gonna really which country is gonna give you like top points. Like I think the televote is gonna go for some other songs. It will probably come around 13th, 15th in the televote of a lot of different countries, which will result in ending up with like 10 points from the televote. Like only a few countries will have it in their top 10. Portugal, I think it's a fair ranking, but also kind of an unfair one. I think that their biggest goal here is to qualify. I think if they qualify, they have a better shot at a good result than countries that we consider safer for qualification. Here's why. Just like Slovenia, who's here 27th, it's more of a jury song. And in a year in which we got a lot of up-tempo, these songs, these two, if they go to the grand final, could be the kind of songs that are left side of scoreboard with the jury and get a very tiny score from the televote. So I think it's fair to have them here, 29th and 27th, because they don't have a lot of chance to qualify. Even though, spoiler, I think I'm gonna predict one of them to qualify. But you know that if they qualify, they might actually get a decent result. So the problem with them is that we are in 100% televote semifinal. Oh, next we got Denmark, Azerbaijan, which I'm not covering, and I think they're dead on arrival this year, and they should be much lower than this. And Poland at 24th. Yeah, Denmark and Poland. I think Poland is a sure qualifier. Like with Justina's song that is quite televobaty, her performance, the Polish diaspora, this should be fairly enough to qualify. Even though they gave her the death slot, I think, in the semifinal. Like, fuck off. Well, why would you do that? But Poland is safely in. I don't know about its grand final result. I think it can do decently with the televote, some 60, 70 points. My big interrogation mark is the jury is considering Poland, because I think they should rate like the technical difficulty of this performance. It's a very hard one to pull off, and she does it really well. But also the song is so not a jury song that I don't know. I think so it's not a jury song, but it's more like the package live with the staging and all doesn't feel like a jury song. But actually, they might like it. So Poland could do nicely this year, but it could also result in like a 21st place in the grand final. So I don't know. It's uh, they're gonna have to, I think, improve the staging, the camera work, and everything. I will judge on the package that we're gonna get in Basel, because right now it's a pretty tough one to call. Denmark, they have a shot. They have an actual shot at finally qualifying in this decade. I mean, if they go with the national final staging, they're dead. But from what I read, they're gonna go with a different kind of staging. Sisal I think is the best vocalist of the year, maybe, with JJ. Like, she is insanely good. And I think that also apparently in the national finals she had broken her ankle, so that's why she did not really move on stage. So I think with a good performance and great vocals, this can qualify, but it would inevitably end up right side of the scoreboard. So I think putting it 26 in the odds is fair. Even though it could do better than that, it can also do a bit worse. Then what do we got? Norway, Germany, Switzerland. So, oh, these are tough calls. Norway is hard to predict. It can definitely qualify. If it's in the grand final, I think the problem with Norway is that it will not stand out enough compared to other up-tempo songs. So I fear it might get lost in the grand final if it qualifies and end up around 23rd. But it may be a little bit better than that, I don't know. Germany right now to me sounds like last place. But I hope they do not get last place. Like, Tina has been a bit sick, so that's why I don't fully judge on her performances. So I hope she will be alright in Eurovision and be able to give a good performance. But it's just a song that doesn't really sound like it sounds like it's gonna get 2 points from the jury. And then for the televote, like you got so much televote bait that it might actually get lost. Then Switzerland is the opposite. Switzerland stands out because it's a very slow song in a very up tempo year, and the juries will appreciate that. I don't think it will do well with the televote, but it will do nicely with the juries. It can do so, like Alika for Estonia, who got I think top 10, and she was top 10 with the juries. Like she did amazing with the juries, and she got a pretty low televote score, but still enough to go into the top 10. I'm not saying Switzerland will end top 10, but I think they are gonna do quite nicely. So 21st, I don't think it's the fairest ranking here. Then we got Ireland, Lithuania, Greece. Oof, I love Ireland. I think it's my fifth this year. I love it. Or maybe it's my number. Yeah, no, it's my number 6. Yeah. Okay, same thing. But I am fearing an unqualification for Ireland. Really, I don't know. It can be in, it can be out. They need to improve the staging. Everything will depend on what they will show in Basel. If they really improve the staging, then maybe yeah, it goes to the final, then kind of loses itself a bit, doesn't stand out, and gets like a result like this 28th. But if it's the same staging then in the national final, then I fear that it might be dead. But yeah, I love Ireland, so I hope they qualify, do well. Lithuania might be underrated in this one. But then also Lithuania might do in Norway 2024. And I don't want to believe that Lithuania is going to do this. Come on now. This song should score very good with the juries and the televote. Yeah, no, man. There's no way this ends up last in the final. There's no way they do in Norway. Since Gotha got this last place, I'm very nervous for some songs that are, I'm not gonna say alternative, but maybe not that accessible. But come on, Lithuania should get left side. But then again, will they get left side? Like, they might get a nice televote, nice jury score. I can see them end up top 10, but I can also imagine them kind of soft flopping. That's now they gotta do well. Lithuania has to do well. Come on now. Then Greece. Will Greece qualify? Like I was so certain about Greece when the song released, but right now seeing the lineup, it does stand out. The staging in the national final was garbage. I can't take that out of my mind. Like, what tells us that the staging in Eurovision will be better? What's telling us that? Like, if they show up with the same staging as in the national final, then no, they're dead, they're gone, goodbye. If they bring us a very good staging, though, Greece might qualify, but I'm not very confident, even though I really like Greece. And like, this is right now, it's giving me Oniromu vibes. Really, Oniromu, we were so certain that was gonna qualify. Then they show up with this piece of nothing of a staging, and it's just, yeah, does not qualify. But I think Claudia might be a better vocalist than what was her name? Yana Terzi, I think was her name. I'm sorry, but yeah, the staging was not good in the national final, but then there were no real good staging in the national final, so I'm hoping Greece can fix it and qualify. So next we have Cyprus, Australia, San Marino. Cyprus can go very wrong live. Cyprus can be the surprise flop. Would it be a surprise flop, honestly? Would it be a shock if Cyprus does not qualify? I get that the song in studio sounds competitive, but you hear like these effects and this auto-tune and you're like, what will happen in Eurovision live? Like, we know he can dance live, but I don't know. I'm waiting for this one. Like I, I don't know why, but I'm kind of seeing Austria 2023 kind of was it 2023 or 2022? 2022, yeah, 2022, Halo. You can see some kind of Austria 2022 scenario here. I hope not, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not as confident as other people here. I'm just waiting for the live performance. I'm not gonna judge before. Australia, 16th, I think is fair. They should be fairly safe to qualify. Maybe not safe, but they'll. I think Gojo will make it. Then getting a nice televote score. The juries won't like it as much, but they tend to give nice points to Australia, so they won't do badly. Yeah, this seems fair. They can even do a bit better than 16th, but might also do a bit worse. San Marino. Now that's a tough one. Okay, so in the lights are going cuckoo. Uh, in the national final, you had everyone giving a lot of energy in the performance. Gabri Ponte, the guy with that instrument, the dancers, but you had two vocalists standing here like they were in the military, and they were giving no bloody energy. So I am nervous for San Marino. I think if they don't improve the staging, they might be in danger. But the song is competitive enough to still make it even with a meh staging. But if they don't improve the staging, then they're not coming 15th. They come in 21st or 22nd. But yeah, I think San Marino has a real shot to get their best result ever here. Like, if you nail the staging, you might, yeah, get a 15th place, even though that may be a bit much. Yeah, San Marino has a real shot here. They just gotta get it right. They have to get it right. I can't wait for the rehearsals. There are so many questions here that I want to ask about how are the stations gonna be, the live performances. Come on, give us the first rehearsals. I can't wait. Then what we got? United Kingdom, Italy, Malta. Ooh, and the UK. This can go in both directions. Remember, more Monday are very good live vocalists, so I'm not worried about their vocals. What I worry about is where this song will be kind of forgotten in the national final, because it's a very nice song. It's a song I really like, but who's gonna like really vote for it? It can sneak in there as like a consensus of people being like, okay, we got all the fun songs, we got all the slow emotional songs. Let's go with something kind of basic, light-hearted, and vote for this. Then yeah, the UK can get close from left side of scoreboard, but I don't know. I think right now, if I had to predict, the UK's ranking would be between 18th and 22nd, something like that. But I am waiting for the staging. Like, if they make this look really fun and also impressive vocally, then yeah, maybe they can do better than I'm expecting. And we've got Italy 13th. I don't know what to do about Italy. Like, at the same time, it sounds like a song that could go 21st, 22nd in the grand final, and I would not be shocked. But also, given the lineup this year, and that performance of Lucio Corsi and the intimacy, I'm wondering if it won't be a shock jury top 5 or something. I would not predict this right now, but I would not be shocked if this does very, very well with the juries. So I'm like, it can go top 10, it can go bottom 5. Which way will it go? So I think having it right there at 13th is very fair from the bookies. Now, though, we're gonna get to Malta. So Malta has a very. I think Malta should be happy to qualify because they have a very tough task. She can't say can't anymore. She has to rely on the audience screaming it loud enough that everyone who's watching Eurovision at home is like, oh, okay, that's That's what she meant, and that it makes a big impact on them. It reminds me of Zeni with their line, instead of Mira ate veggies and pussy, they were not allowed to say pussy, so the entire audience screamed it. And yeah, we did hear it on the TV, but it did not have the same impact. That said, it was one word for Zeni, where for Malta it's like it's the chorus. So it might have a bigger impact. Also, the problem for Malta is that they're known for getting very low televote scores most of the time. Like the difference between their jury scores and the televote scores is huge. Like last place with the Basker, which was shocking in my opinion. They got last place with Sara Bonici. I did not like the song, but that was not a semifinal. Last place with televote, I felt. So Malta really underperforms with the televote. And here I am really wondering if if there's a shocking non-qualifier, that would be Malta. I would predict that, to be honest. Like right now, I don't know if Malta makes it out of the semifinal. But if it makes it out, then yeah, it would have had that impact on the televote, and it could do decently in the grand final. So I don't agree with having Malta 12, but I understand the logic behind it. Then 11th, you've got Czechia. Czechia should be top 5 in the odds if they did not have that dance break. Like, I warmed up to the dance break. I was confused at first, but now I'm fully on board. It's back in my top 5. But I'm wondering if people, the casual voters who like sit at home and discover the songs for the first time, they'll be like, oh, this is very nice. Great song, good vocals. Dance break. What the fuck? That's what I'm wondering about. I think this can get a top 10, but I would not be shocked if it ends up 14th or something, because of that moment. But then maybe if they bring it well with the state, I mean, in the music video, they seem to have a real idea how to bring up this dance break, and it seemed to work well live in Amsterdam. So yeah, Czechia can be hopeful about about a top 10 this year. They can have hopes. Ukraine, Zifferblatt, Brood of Prey, 10th. That's the lowest we've seen Ukraine in a while in the odds, but I think it's fair. They're gonna get a good televote result, a decent jury result, and yeah, I don't know if they'll end up top 10, but they won't be far away from it. I think. I think it's a solid song, and yeah, it will do well. Ninth and eighth, we've got Albania and Belgium. So Albania, being ninth in the odds, is historical. That's insane. Albania is never well ranked with the odds, but here they are, ninth. And I think it's fair. Like, it really stands out in the field this year, and I think they're gonna get a very big televote score, like 150 points, something like it. If they got top 10 with Douye, which was my favorite of the year, this is not a Douye shade, we don't shade Douye here, or I don't know what I would do if you shade Douye, but it would not be good. I think this is way more televote friendly, and it stands out even more, I think, than Douye did in its year. So I think it can get like 150 points from the televote or something. Now I'm wondering if the juries will fuck this up. If the juries will like give it a pay dust, give it 20 points or something. But Albania, I believe right now that we have all the songs. If they improve the staging of their national final, because there were some things you could clearly improve, I think they can definitely get that top 10. Right now, I would say yeah, between 8th and 14th. When they released the song, after the performance, I was like, yeah, right side of scoreboard probably. Now I'm on board with Albania doing great. Belgium, yeah. So what are we gonna do this year? It seems like the juries will like it, and the televote I think will enjoy it too. I think we got the kind of song that is like this solid, safe top 10 songs. The song that gets like this good jury score, good televote score, and everyone agrees, yeah, it ends up in the top 10, but it doesn't go further than that. I think it's, yeah, I think that's a fair enough assessment. Then we've got Estonia number 7. Fuck me, yeah, Estonia. I love it. I absolutely love espresso macchiato. That's now this is like this is Trenuleton. This is 15 points jury and 200 points televote. At least it's what I'm saying right now. So your 7th is very fair enough. Will I mean it won the jury votes in its national final, so will the juries give it more points than we think they will? Nah, 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 nah. The juries will not go for a song like this. The televote will. They're gonna do very, very well with the televote, but the juries will not go for it. Number 6 is Finland with Erika Wickman, Ich komme. This is like Belgium, but at a higher level, I think. It's gonna do well with the juries, very well with the televote, like top 5 in the televote, maybe top 3. I think top 3 is fair enough to say. And yeah, 6th place seems fair. I think it can even go 5, 4, maybe 3. I don't think it gets to the top 2 right now. But well, maybe when we get to Basel, I'm gonna be telling you, yeah, Finland is winning. But right now, I don't see myself doing that. But if Finland, I think we'll get a top 5 result in Basel. We're gonna see if they try to improve the staging, even though the staging is already very good as it is. But yeah, the next one is when I have a big interrogation mark on the Netherlands. So, what is the Netherlands doing 5th in the odds? Like, I got it in my top 10. I love this song, but how can it get to the top? What's its path to the top 5? We saw a live performance in a Dutch show. The staging looked very good in it, but it's impossible to reproduce in Eurovision because you got like 30 people in there, and the maximum in Eurovision is 6 on stage. We need to see what the staging is gonna be like, and also the song to me does not sound like a song that gets top 5 in Eurovision. It sounds like this song that will qualify and disappear a bit in the final, end up between 12th, 11th, and 17th, the top 5. I will need to see something extraordinary from the staging to think it's going to get top 5. Maybe it's a jury darling. It might be a jury darling, and it gets like top 5 with juries, then 50 points televote, and it ends up 7th or 8th. That okay, fair enough. I can see that happening, but I don't imagine the Netherlands coming top 5. 4th is Israel, the third country that I don't cover this year. I just gotta say that I agree with the odds, but we know the reason why it's 4th. So, okay. Next, France. This is my absolute favorite of the year and in my top 4 of Eurovision songs since I followed the contest. I love it. It's yeah, you just go check my reaction video. My voice is trembling whenever I want to talk about this song. But all right, what is France's path to a top 3? A great jury score. This is gonna do great with the juries. Okay, we know that already. It's gonna be top 3 with the juries. I think so. One big question I have though is the staging. Like, how can you do even more impressive than what you did during the reveal of the song? I don't I I don't know what they're gonna pull off. France tends to be good with stagings, like with Slimane, it was an amazing staging. Baba Pravi, Lazara had a good staging, I thought, but I don't know what they're gonna do. But okay, I'm gonna trust them on this. Now, I don't know if the televote will follow as much as the juries. I'm seeing this like as a 200 points juries, 120 televotes. You get a top 5, maybe the top 3, but you don't win. The win is between 2 songs right now, and I completely agree with the bookies here. It's Sweden and Austria. Austria is the jury winner. By the way, thanks all once again to the Austrian delegation and JJ for for sending me this video greeting. I posted it. It's in the shorts category. Go check it. JJ saying hi to the only shit-ups viewer. Thanks once again to him and to the Australian delegation. That warmed my heart. That was, I think, the best moment of my channel. So yeah, Austria wins the jury, Sweden wins the televote. Now, are we in a Nemo Looren situation in which we get a 340, 350 points jury winner that the televote can't catch it anymore? Or will Austria get a bit less than that? And Sweden more than expected, and then Sweden wins? Or, one other thing, will Sweden get a higher jury score than what we expect? Because it's Sweden, they do well with the juries. Now, this is the least jury-friendly song they sent in a while. Sorry, I just hit the microphone. But something tells me that they're still gonna do very well with the juries. I would not be shocked if they're like top 5. So let's say Austria gets 320 points from the juries and Sweden gets like 150. 170 points difference. Can they clear it in the televote? Tough to do, but not impossible. Now let's say Austria gets less than that and Sweden a bit more. Then all of a sudden, and we're like, yes, Sweden will win. But let's imagine also that Austria gets a better televote score than expected. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a real fight between those two. Everything will depend on how Austria stages their song. If they have a good staging, they don't win. If they have an average staging, they might not come top 3. If they have a great staging, then we're talking. Because there's this rave part at the end that they gotta nail with the staging. Because if you do great during all the song, but you kind of flop this part, then your chances to win are kind of fucked. So everything I think about the winner will depend on how Austria stages their song and on how well will the jury rank Sweden. So I'm gonna say right now that the jury top 3 will be Austria, France. Who the hell would be third? We will get something like Italy? No, not that high. Maybe Sweden does get the top 3 with the jury. Yeah, I don't know. There are not many jury-friendly songs in there. With the televotes, Sweden wins, I think. Then comes Finland and Estonia. Maybe Israel and Austria get in there. Yeah. Man, this is a tough year to predict. So yeah, I think I'm done. Yeah, I think so. So, guys, wow, 30 minutes. This has been long. I'm so sorry. If you like this video, put a like, subscribe, follow me on social media, xBlueScout, links in the description below. We'll see you there. Bye bye. Thanks a lot for watching.